yo. We are back with the brews and the views. I'm our dog. Got JK over here. Big Cliff. Intern has a shirt on today.
He does.
And Jay Sean with the King Time Beats on the computer over there.
Yo.
We are back. This is episode 8, I think.
Yes, it is. Oh. Man, we done made it to 8.
Yeah. We haven't been canceled yet?
Not yet.
Give it time. This one this one might do it. This one might do it.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
I'm starting to enjoy it.
But and starting on the next time, episode 9, we should have some video feed going. Well, not live streaming just yet, but something that we'll be posting a video of this thing, so you can see what we all look like if you don't know us, and you can see that how handsome I am compared to these two guys.
He couldn't even say that shit.
Yeah, he couldn't even get it out.
You know what that means? You don't believe it.
I don't believe it. No, I don't. I used to be, but then age got me. As it gets most.
Yeah, age is wild.
Yeah. And shoot, hopefully we keep living, man. The I won't say the. Oh, we'll get to that. But yeah, hopefully this thing won't keep us or get any of us or your family members and all that shit. You know what I mean? Hope everybody's being safe, being smart, hunkered down, only moving if you have to.
Yeah.
Because this shit's serious out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, this is Brews and Views.
Except for the cats at the basketball court.
They was balling out there?
Man.
Listen.
Big ass sign that say port closed. Right up the street. Big ass sign. Right behind the sign, it is a game 5-on-5 going on.
Nice.
All touching the same ball, wiping their face. Oh, man.
Well, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to take
Yeah,
it so
funny
long.
thing is, a year ago that court was empty.
Yeah.
Now they're getting it in.
Yeah.
They bored as hell, man. They got nothing to do.
I ain't mad at them.
So let's go chance it. No. But yeah, for Brews and Views, let me tell you about this, what I'm drinking right now. I got this one Young's Double Chocolate Stout. 5.2%. It's from Eagle Brewing, which is in a town in England somewhere. And it's not all that good, which makes sense that it's from England.
Damn it. Every time.
But 5 minutes ago.
But it
didn't even make it through the food.
It goes down. No, I'm not saying that everything in England is bad, but this one thing that they produce is not all that good. But I'll drink it. I've got 4 of them, so I'm gonna drink the other 3. What?
No, go ahead.
Okay. And I also got a Dark Hollow Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout from Blue Mountain Brewery, which is in Afton, Virginia. I've been to Afton. It's a nice, pretty place. Mountains and all that good stuff. They actually have a brewery up there that produces one of my favorite beers, which is this Dark Hollow Imperial Stout. So check it out.
You're a stout guy.
I'm a stout guy, and it's also like 10%? Yeah, 10%.
That's the draw.
Yeah, that's what got me to drink it. But then the taste, I do like it. But I'm a stout guy though, so whatever. But Big Cliff, what you got over there?
Drinking gin and juice tonight. Amsterdam gin and chasing it with a Stella.
Stella Artois. Very nice.
Yeah. Episode 1.
Like
French?
Yeah. JK.
Actually, I have a new Redskin cup. It's not a mug area. New cup.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Redskin cup, I have a Sam Adams Cold Snap White Ale with spices. That's what it says. It's actually pretty good. I like it.
There's not too many. That boy. Because I drink all the Sam Adams seasonal. Whatever one they put out. I even like getting that variety pack one that they have.
Right.
I like them all. So
I love that damn summer ale.
Summer ale's good beer.
Yeah, seen that one. I was about to buy it the other day.
It's almost. It's not.
It was there.
It's
They had
About
it
that time.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah, it is April. I know it don't feel like it because we stuck in the house. I don't know what day it is.
Well, it's
but
chilly outside too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it is April, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. See, you're still working. I have no idea what
But
day
there it is.
I'm on furlough with the lockdown and all that stuff, man. So, man, my sleep pattern is all off. I'm out of sorts.
Yeah, pretty much.
But, it is what it is. We'll make it through. God on my side, God on all our sides. I know, how we roll. If you don't believe that, sorry for you.
That's true.
But,
No argument.
Yeah. So first up, we're going to talk about this, and I've noticed on the, especially on YouTube, if you're talking, people have podcasts and discussions and things that they're mentioning this COVID-19 and talking about it, they're getting flagged and taken down and all that stuff. So we're not going to call it COVID-19. That's done.
Yeah. We'll not hear that again.
Yes.
So
what we're going to talk about is this lab flu. And see, the reports are coming out that they're looking into that now. But I knew,
conspiracy theory. Go ahead.
I just knew beforehand that
Somebody made it.
Somebody made this joint.
Okay.
So yeah, and we're just gonna talk about that. So lab flu and then our government's response to it, our shitty ass government, terrible. All three parts of that piece of shit ass people that sit on the hill up there. I'm sorry. This is how I feel about these. And
express yourself.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us how you really feel.
There's a lot of partisanship going on. They're politicizing this whole thing, but I'm gonna tell them right now, both of you sides fucking suck, and that's my viewpoint.
No disclaimer needed.
Trump is done. Trump's handling it terrible. The House is handling it terrible. The Senate's handling it terrible. The doctors are here and there with their stuff. They don't want to say some stuff. Trump want to say some stuff. And look, I'm sorry. If you want to tell me the truth, get off the stage of that dude in his fucking podium. Get yourself a YouTube channel and tell me the truth. Don't just stand up there with that orange, non-tanned eyed motherfucker that's up there.
The non-tanned.
The non-tanned. I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, they're throwing out money, but they also
the payoff,
what they did, just like they always do. Apparently, the businesses that are too big to fail get most of the stuff. It's insane, and it's also the how they break it down to who gets what and all that type of shit, and then it makes no sense now. The people who make over $100,000 who get nothing. Who's to say just because you make over $100,000, whether you make $100,000 and 1 cent, but you got bills, you got all stuff, and you get furloughed or you can't go to work and you have nothing coming in. Does that make any sense? But yet, these companies that are making millions of dollars, who can... They can go on bankrupt if need be, and you can still function under bankruptcy, and they will make their money back.
Well, ask the orange man. Ask the orange man. He done filed for bankruptcy 19 times or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
It might not be 19.
That's like 6.
Tomato.
Apparently, you can file for bankruptcy 1,000,000 times and become president.
Once shit happens. 2,
your very first government job.
Yeah.
But,
who's that qualified?
It just shows you the truth. They all talk about the American people. Yet the first thing they do and the priority they give is to corporations, many who do not need the money, instead of these small businesses that, frankly, if it ever does, I'd like to think it might come back, but who knows? But
hopefully,
say the economy somehow is gone in 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
You think these restaurants are gonna make it? If this, first of all, what you should be telling a bunch of people in my view is you should start saving your money for shit like this if it ever happens again. You should be more conscious of what you're spending your money on, and I think that's what it's going to do for some people. And when it comes back, people are not going to be going out to to eat and doing these same things that they were doing before all the time. So
Well,
part of the economy is not going to bounce back.
I think you're going to see a boom in restaurants and bars when they first open it for about 3 months.
The bars going to get my money.
For,
Mine too.
for about 3 months, all of them restaurants, bars, and everything is going to be packed because it's like I've been stuck in the house. So all that's going to happen.
I think longer than that, because there ain't gonna be too many other things that are gonna open. A lot of them other small businesses not gonna be able to reopen.
I don't know.
I think the bars will be packed because you think about it, we're still not gonna be able to go to sporting events.
Yeah, that's true. Now, restaurants per se that don't sell liquor, I don't know. In America though, liquor is a
It's essential.
yeah. I know here in Virginia the ABC store is essential. I went there yesterday.
We couldn't have this podcast without it.
It is.
Yeah.
But something's going to suffer. Yeah.
They tried to get rid of alcohol before. Didn't really work well for them. In fact, made gangsters millionaires.
That's another topic we're going to go down. The war on drugs and things like that. But that's another topic.
We got equipment on the way.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
But another thing I wanted to say.
Before the government taps our phones.
Well,
Again.
look, my shit tapped. If they look at my Google search history, which they know, because my shit is flagged, I don't care. I ain't caused no problems yet. But they're also, instead of coming out and giving accurate information, maybe a ray of hope or something like that, both sides are politicizing this thing. Like all you see all day on the news is Trump said this, Trump said that, and on the other side is they're trying to take Trump down. And I'm like, it's that there's a whole lot of stuff going on out there that probably should be getting coverage that we know nothing about because it's all about Trump, and his dumb ass.
They don't want to cover it. It's not part of the agenda.
Listen. Again, those that have listened to us before, I'll say the disclaimer. No, I'm not a big fan of the guy. But if you have media, any kind of media, talk, radio, newspaper, TV, anything, covering the just utterly dumb shit that he says makes you money.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's all a business.
And that's the problem I have with the media because
media has always been.
But especially since alternative media and the internet is starting to boom and people are finding other ways to get their actual news, for you to keep your channel on a cable network or something like that, you have to have people watching. You just have to. For Matt Al to have her $1 million contracts and Sean Hannity to have his $1 million, you have to have people watching. And what makes people watch is whatever they feel, that's all you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. People don't want to. The overall masses don't really care about actual, real truth. They just want something to validate how they feel, so they can go on Twitter and get their likes and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we always say on here people need to do their own research because media is slanted and it's always been slanted. Christopher Columbus got drunk, got lost, landed at Haiti, and the Spanish newspapers reported he found new land and had great navigational skills to find new land. No, he was trying to go to fucking China and got drunk and got lost. But the way they reported it made it seem like he was this great dude that did something great.
And they still report it that way. They still report it that way.
That's what I'm saying. That's not what happened.
But how do you discover someone's already living?
Exactly. They left that part out.
Well, that's why I implore people to, yes, do your own research, but don't do it on the idiot box.
Well,
open your laptop or your computer.
Yeah.
Or pick up your phone.
Yes, easy. Get on your phone and search. There's a lot of independent media that is A lot of it's biased. You'll have some that's still slanted, but you have a lot of unbiased stuff on there, and they will tell you what's really going on. They actually have reporters, actual investigative reporters, that do a really good job of shit.
How about just go on there and just sift through that bullshit and just get the facts?
Well, get the facts.
Come up with your own damn opinion.
And it's what the rappers used to say in the 90s, do the math.
I mean, really.
Listen, I listen to, or I ain't gonna say listen to, but when I'm watching TV, I will click on Fox just to see what they say.
Well, I click on
CNN to see what they say. I click on MSNBC. I read stuff because it's hard for me to say, my point of view if I didn't understand somebody else's.
Well, that's the thing.
I look to see what they say. Now, some of it I go, now that's complete another bullshit.
Yeah, but you have to hear it though instead of just hearing one side. Like, say, if your boys is fighting and you didn't see the fight, are you just going to ask one of them what happened?
No.
Because
you need both sides.
You need both sides, and then you will figure out what the truth. Because the
truth is usually somewhere in the middle.
It's usually somewhere in the middle. And we need to get back to that.
Because listening to the wavy hair orange dude.
Is it wavy?
It looked like a Ruffles Lay's potato chip. But anyways. See, stop. I was trying to make a great point.
Cheddar and sour cream.
I was trying to make a point.
Oh, his head is delicious.
Of all the words.
All right.
Just waiting on that old phone call from the government. Yeah. You can't broadcast anymore. But nah, the point I was trying to make was when you're listening to him give updates every day, and then you hear the governor giving updates. We live in Virginia, so you hear Virginia governor giving updates, and you hear totally two opposite things going on. And it's like, wait a minute. Shouldn't we all be on the same side? Because the government's response to the whole thing is terrible. I mean, for 2-3 months, they played it off like, yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
What's his name? New York mayor.
Come on.
No, that's the governor.
No, de Blasio.
De Blasio. He was telling people, hey, take your ass down there. Go. It ain't nothing wrong. Take your ass out and party for China. Chinese New Year, whatever the hell. And look what happened.
That's why
Trump was saying it was a hoax.
It was a hoax. Nothing wrong.
And New York got it worse than some countries do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I said this off camera, off air. I was even going, yeah, it's really no worse than the flu. Just take care of yourself. No, this shit is. They could have told us that this shit is contagious. I mean, the contagion rate is ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But they kind of kept that and said, nah, you're good. You're good.
Well.
And I saw a report the other day that said if we had did the social distancing and all that shit like 2 weeks prior, they would have saved some people from catching it, some people from dying.
2 weeks prior from what date? Because the WHO was in fucking February saying there's no human contact.
Yeah, but we didn't start social distancing until the end of March. I can't remember the exact date.
It was around the beginning of March. Oh, they started throwing it out there around the beginning of March.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
It wasn't mandatory, and they're saying if you made it mandatory 2 weeks earlier.
Well, how would you do that if you're not getting correct information?
Well, what I'm saying is, we in this room wasn't getting correct information.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's to say we are now?
That's true, but federal government, state governments, all those type of people that have doctors that study this shit. If you go up and look, a lot of the doctors were saying, as far as January and February, that it's coming to America and we need to do something to get ready with it. And a lot of them were brushed off by government officials. And
well, we've got video evidence of the president not listening to doctors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's and
not to defend anybody, but we haven't seen anything like this before, and it's very that was initially probably my response, the way I responded, because yes, I've heard of these things before, but not in my lifetime. We always think not in my lifetime, but it was poorly done on all sides, and obviously y'all won't let me say it, but
might as well.
He said y'all won't let me say it.
Well, both sides are blaming each other, and they get mad at the orange guy for saying we're trying to place the blame on something else. But the blame deserves I say everybody's to blame, and also the WHO has a little shit to share, and old Shady China has a little shit to share.
Well, the problem is no one's looking for the truth. No one's trying to get it right. Everybody's just trying to further their own agenda and make the other side look bad.
Because listen, everybody, we all agree, sitting here at the table, that America's response to it was fucked up wrong, right?
Yes, but I will argue it was on purpose.
Well, that's a whole nother show, Art.
Yeah, I mean, I can't challenge that.
That's a whole nother show.
Okay.
But
yeah,
instead of the government taking blame for and saying, yes, we messed up, let's come together and fix it.
we should do.
It ain't happening. It's more so going, well, it ain't my fault. They should have been doing this. It ain't my fault. They should have been doing this. He should have been doing this. It's not my fault.
Would it be different if it wasn't election year?
I don't think so. And the reason I say I don't think so is Chester Cheeto. He has never taken responsibility for anything.
No, I'm not saying, but I feel that they would take the time to maybe cover something else or something like that if it wasn't election year, because they're both campaigning hard.
That's true.
That's what it, like. I've seen something like it, but
that's true.
It looks like they're campaigning versus attacking the problem, you know what I'm saying. So,
but that's what I'm saying.
Which lends credence to the fact that this whole thing was politicized.
Yes.
Yeah, because listen. If you've ever been in any type of leadership position, if you've been a manager, you've been head of something, you've been a head coach, whatever.
You're supposed to take the blame.
Yes, the blame right now, the Chester Cheeto, he has never taken blame for nothing.
Not even
Ever.
for something he said in the previous press conference.
Right. And that's the issue. Because if he can stand there and say, it ain't my fault.
And actually, if he did say it, and then still did the same thing they were doing, whether right or wrong the way he's doing it, if he said that, he would surely get reelected.
Yes.
Like it
wouldn't even be close.
That's how Bush got elected,
Yeah.
reelected in 2004 or 05, whatever.
But because he has never taken responsibility.
He's dumb as shit.
Well, that's true too. But it breeds for everybody else that's in that profession to say, well, if he ain't got to take no responsibility, neither do I. It ain't my fault.
I don't see it that way.
Listen.
No, because I'm talking about up there. You talking about like as far as politicians?
Anybody, yeah.
No, as far as politicians, I feel they're all their own devil, and I don't think they care about following the leaders. As far as attitude reflects leadership.
Yes.
I say up there, I don't see it that way.
I do, because let's just put the cards on the table. He's combative, he's argumentative.
Yes.
Well, what does that breed with the people that already don't want you there?
But aren't the other ones also combative and argumentative?
Every politician is argumentative.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see attitude reflects leadership as far as up there.
It does, because if you go to Bush, Obama, Clinton, any former presidents, in times like this, stuff like that, they drop the combative. Now they may still try to get their politicized in
to a degree, but they're also a different type
combative.
of people than this numbskull is.
Right.
Like they're human.
But that's what I'm saying. Because he said they're human. Because we've all played sports.
Yes.
I played for some great coaches that said, "Hey, we're not good enough. That's my fault." And and you know, you might not agree with what he's doing or what he says, but you'll try your hardest.
If he
but
doesn't,
I played for some other ones.
But if he doesn't do it, does that take the ownership off of you to say, you know what, I fucked up? Yes, this man is fucked up, but you know what, I fucked up too.
But you can't.
Why can't you?
Because of what you.
Why? No. I'm talking. This is if you're well, first of all, none of these people are.
Then I'm going to do it, so this is hypothetical.
Yeah, but never mind. You know what? I'm thinking of people who have souls. So never mind.
But what I'm saying
these
is
people don't have souls.
What I'm saying is you can't do it because if you do that, if you say it's my fault, if you stand there and you know, all right. I'm just going to say the Speaker of the House. I'm not trying to point fingers at any one politician or anything. But if the Speaker of the House came out and said, you know, it's my fault. We need to come together. We need to do this. Then Senate Majority Leader and Chester Cheeto.
They're going to use it.
Right. So you can't.
No, you can.
No.
How about just, yes, you can. See, first of all, that's why I'm not up there. Because I'm not going to play politics because
But that's their job. Their job is to play politics.
Yes, but
most people say your job.
But can't you fall on the sword for the?
If you're willing.
If you're willing, but
I'm saying, shouldn't you though?
Okay, we go back to when you said before that they're their own devils. They're their own soul.
Well, see, I'm not looking at
politicians.
Yes, they're all politicians, which means they're all evil.
I ain't gonna say that. That's Arch views, people. I'm not gonna say that.
They're all evil.
I share those views.
They're all.
I'm not gonna say that. But
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the way they go about it. They are politicians, but I swear. Look,
when you're a politician, your job is to get reelected. It has nothing to do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do. Well, if it has nothing to do with helping people, why do we give them any pay? Why do we pay them any mind?
Because that's the system. And
that's why next segment I want to talk about sheeping. That's all I wanted to get to. We'll be right back. Just know that government sucks.
Damn it.
And Orange Man bad. We'll be right back. Yo, we are back with the Brews Reviews. I am our dog, joined with my co-hosts Big Cliff and JK, intern with his shirt on, and
he has a shirt on.
He has a shirt on, and Jay Sean, Big King Tom Beats. Check him out. We are back, a little more tipsy now. I know to you it felt like a couple seconds, but we've been off. You know,
it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Still drinking.
Yeah.
You know.
A few more beers in.
We got our serious topic out the way, you know, leading into some. We'll try to have a little fun now, you know, 'cause we're a little more tipsy.
Yeah.
And as the night goes on, I get drunk and I can't talk. And that's my cross to bear. But remember, like and subscribe, Brews and Views, share, please share, so we can.
Hit us in those comments.
Hit us in the
Let
comments.
us know what you're thinking.
Give us some topics to talk about. We want to build this thing. We want to shine our light and our comedy on the rest of the world, and that's what we want to do with this. That's all. You know, I mean, shit. Everybody else is doing it. Why not us?
They said Amazon ran out of podcast mics.
There you go.
So
people, look, we trying to capitalize on what's going on. And podcast is the new way to go. And there's a whole lot of them that I listen to. I'm not going to plug them, but
it's going.
I'm going to plug my own shit. But there's a whole lot of good ones out there. Listen to them. Pass your time. That's what's going on now.
Good job.
Did I do it? Oh, we're sharing videos here.
All right. Hold on. Big Clip.
So we're sharing a video here of It looks like a Geo Metro or something with some shopping cart wheels on the back doing donuts. Holy shit. Instagram.
Yeah, check it out.
Nasty Truck Nation. Nasty Trucks Nation. Check it out. It's a Geo Metro or whatever this little purple car is. It's doing donuts. It's got tires on the front. And it's got shopping cart wheels on the back. And somehow it's doing donuts. See, this is the shit you have to do when you have no job. Oh man, we gotta get back to work. We gotta get back to work.
Oh man, quarantine 2020.
Oh my god, that's pretty good.
Oh man. All right,
but let's bring it
let's
back.
bring it back.
Let's bring it back. So, with the in Art Dog's own words, the genetically engineered lab flu that's going on.
Right.
We're quarantined now.
Right.
And there's everybody. Sports shut down with the quickness.
Yeah.
There's no fans and there's nothing. There's nothing going on. It's so bad that I watched a 2K tournament on TV, which was terrible to watch.
I watched old championship fights all day today.
That's what it is. Old shit. I've been watching old college basketball games on YouTube, old college football games on YouTube.
How'd you like that horse tournament?
That horse tournament was. First of all, you would think that these millionaires would have better cameras or
some of them. I thought they'd have better courts.
Hey, Chauncey Billups, even though it was half court, Chauncey Billups had a nice court.
Yeah, he did. Paul Pierce had a nice one.
Conley, who won, had a nice indoor court.
Yeah.
It wasn't full court, but it was
indoor.
It was nice.
Nice.
But I'm sorry, but the WNBA girl had a rinky-dink backboard.
Oh my god.
Well, he's right because she did.
She
did. I know.
She lost because she did. Well, no, she won though. She won on that rinky-dink. She beat.
What is the odds of Art having described? Never mind. I'm gonna drink it.
Well, we just wanted to flow and be over with.
Yeah.
Regardless, she gets paid considerably less. No, she does get paid less. I didn't say it was right. Where's he going?
Big Clip just left.
I'm just talking about what I observed. And she was playing. I watched the game of her playing horse against Chris Paul.
Yeah.
And his court was considerably nicer. Why? Because WNBA players don't get played a lot.
Yeah. Never mind. Just move on to the question.
What?
Move on to the question. Just move on to the question.
All right. So we're kicking around, and we wanted to know because they're talking about trying to open up the different leagues back.
Right.
So what sport would it be easiest to watch without fans in the stands? And it's the number one that's not is college football.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest one.
You cannot watch college football. College football are 75% of the experience. The fans are 75% of the experience.
Is it college? But yeah, if you had to pick one to watch without fans, which one is hardest to watch without fans? College football or college basketball?
It depends on the team because you can't watch a Florida game without fans in the stands.
That's true.
But you can't watch a Duke game without fans in the stands.
Duke basketball,
you cannot watch it. It's
you can't have a game at Cameron Indoor Stadium.
The whole allure of watching, and I hate Duke. But the whole allure of watching is that noise that they bring when they're playing.
Yeah.
You can't watch it. So I understand.
Right. Well, what's the easiest ones
without fans?
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's NASCAR. There's no reason for a fan to be there.
Well, first of all, you can't even hear them over the.
That's what I'm saying. There's no reason for them to be there.
The only reason for them is for the track to make money or whatever.
Right.
But you could do NASCAR.
You can have NASCAR race anytime.
And you could do golf. And actually, golf is.
Uh-oh.
Not a sport.
Alright, we had a discussion off camera whether golf was a sport. We need Big Cliff back for this. Hopefully he come back.
It's not a sport. Let's tell you.
Well, we'll wait on that.
Yeah, we'll wait on that.
I'm going to give you a list of things that's easiest to watch before Cliff come back. So we got NASCAR, we got golf. I would say curling.
It's that curling. I ain't even unless you're in Canada.
Unless you're in Canada.
No, for real. Have you ever watched that joke about curling in Canada?
Only thing I know about curling is when I watch it on the Winter Olympics.
Okay, watch the little joke. I believe it's on ESPN or Netflix when they talk about the curling championships and stuff and how big it is in Canada. Man, curling, if in Canada they need fans. That joint is wild. That joint's like the NCAA tournament.
I can believe it.
Yeah, curling. It was wild.
So, Big Cliff is back.
Yeah, Big Cliff done came back. He done joined.
Came up with first of all, we've said two things that are good, are probably easiest to watch without fans. Sports. We said sports.
Okay.
But we're going to get into that because I know what you're feeling.
Yeah.
But we said NASCAR and we said golf is easiest to watch without fans. Cliff, what say you?
First off,
Here we go.
golf is not a sport.
I knew it was coming. I knew it.
I concur.
And
It is a sport.
It's not a sport.
No, it's not.
when you
It's
talk
not
about
a sport.
the easiest to watch, I mean it's gotta be boxing, like boxing, UFC.
Without fans?
Without
Without
fans?
fans.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a good one.
See, well, first of all, so you mean sport-wise and not activity-wise?
Right, sport wise.
So
Golf
what
is-
Cliff is saying is golf is not a sport.
It is a sport.
No,
Just because you're athletic doesn't mean
you're athletic, it takes skill,
doesn't make it a
but
sport.
it doesn't make it a
Sports
sport.
have defense.
Thank you. If there's no one actively playing defense against you, it's
Yes.
not a sport.
Yes. So golf not a sport, pool not a sport, bowling not a sport.
For those that need to hear it, cheerleading is not a sport.
What's all about? Because it's not a fucking sport.
Wow. Competitive cheer is a sport.
Competitive cheer.
Why y'all had to laugh? Why they had to laugh?
Look.
Competitive cheer is a sport.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it takes athletic ability.
That's right.
But it's not a sport.
Not a sport.
Why is it not a sport?
There's
no defense.
Ain't no defense in ice skating, but that shit is a
It's not a sport.
It's in the Olympics.
So just because it's
So
Olympics
curling.
doesn't mean it's a sport.
And curling is. You been to Canada? Curling is a
So
sport.
you're saying
No.
track is not a sport?
There's no defense in track. Yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah. It's not a sport.
I mean,
You do realize he's a track athlete.
I
right?
do.
and you're only competing against the clock.
Track is the best sport.
So,
I don't know.
it's not-
I've always say this: anything that involves racing, not a sport,
Unless there's defense.
unless there's defense. Actually, there's blocking in NASCAR.
There is, and some defense. So it's borderline. It's borderline.
But no,
Oh
just because
my
it takes
God.
athletic ability and skill to do something does not make
That's
it
right.
a sport.
Yeah, that's exactly what it makes. That's the whole
This
definition.
is a sport.
No,
No,
I disagree.
Oh my God.
no.
I only agree with
And the
golfing.
least sport of all is competitive cheerleading.
Competitive cheerleading is a sport.
Not.
That's not a sport.
It is a sport.
No.
Jocelyn, to anybody watching this, a cheerleader. This is not his views. This is not my views. This
I don't care.
You can put it on me. You put that one on me.
It's not a sport.
It's not a sport.
Oh.
Those ladies are athletes.
Sport
They're
fishing,
extremely
not a
athletic.
sport.
Fishing is a sport.
Sport fishing is not just because you throw the word sport in it does not make it a sport.
And, look,
It's a
and I love fishing. It's not a sport.
No,
but the fish is
not a
playing
sport.
defense though,
Not a
technically.
sport.
Because the fish don't have to bite.
Yeah, the fish is technically playing defense.
It's not a sport.
Really?
It is a
That's what you came up with.
Is hunting a sport?
So if I'm competing against you in fishing,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, you're not fishing in the same hole at the same time.
No.
So how's it a sport? How is it?
Because I know where to find them.
No.
You got to know where to find them.
Because of your sonar?
No, you don't use sonar. It's not allowed in fishing tournaments.
No, I don't care. There's no defense. There's no sport.
That's
It
not-
is a sport.
Throwing a line into a water
That's
is
relaxation.
not a sport.
That's what that is.
Anything, no.
You can do it for sport.
No, no.
It's a sport.
No.
I mean, they do have
There's people that make millions.
There's no competition there. We just talk shit afterward. That's not competition.
You can make, just because you make millions don't make it a sport.
It's true.
Golfers make millions.
But it's a sport.
No.
Tiger Woods won Athlete of the Year.
He is an athlete.
He's a physical
He is an
specimen.
athlete.
Or was a physical specimen.
Because it's a sport.
No.
I concur
What
that
you
golfing
mean?
is not a
Look.
sport.
If there was maybe I guess somebody doing jumping jacks in front of the ball and he hit a hook around it, yeah, maybe I get that to you.
You know,
But
putt when you got to hit through the windmill. You know,
So putt-putt's a sport.
and around the
but golf
dinosaur. You know,
so putt-putt's a sport, but golf is
there's defense.
there has to be somebody physically trying to stop you from doing what you're trying
That's
to do
right.
to be a sport.
No.
Yes.
That's not true.
Sport.
That's not true.
If no one's stopping you, then who are you competing against?
Archery, not a sport.
It's a sport.
No.
Yes, it's a competition sport.
Chess is a competition.
Competition? No, chess is not a sport. But
Quarters is a competition.
yes, but
That's not a
not a sport.
Horseshoes.
What?
Actually, that's
That's a sport.
No.
That's technically a sport.
No.
That's a sporting competition.
No.
See, then.
That's a sporting competition.
Pastime,
No.
activity.
Just because you put cornhole on ESPN don't make it a sport.
That's
that's
right.
exactly what I mean.
That's right.
The dodgeball was on the Ocho. Remember that, John? On the movie?
Dodgeball's a sport.
There you
Ain't
go.
nobody playing defense. Now, if you playing pin dodge, then that's a sport. According to y'all's definition, because then somebody's guarding the pin.
If you're playing, what do they call it, juggle dodge, somebody's actually trying to block the ball from hitting the pin out the air. So dodgeball's a sport.
So
What else you got?
competition
What else you
chair.
got?
Competition chair is a sport.
Oh
No.
shit.
No. No.
Yes, it is. Now, cheerleading at a basketball game, that's not a sport.
It's the same fucking thing.
No, it's not. Competition chair is different. Have y'all?
Why? Because you do a flip?
They do that at the game.
God damn it.
Because you toss somebody up in the air?
What's
and
the
makes
point of
it-
the cheerleader?
Oh my god.
Hype up the players in the crowd.
Yes, at a game.
That's not a
but
sport.
Competition cheer is a sport.
It's the same thing. Cheering is cheering.
No, it's not.
It's not a sport.
No, it's not.
I
Because competition cheers have
I have
routines.
people that I know that do competition cheering.
When they're cheering at the basketball game, they got routine. It's the same thing.
So you think you can dance as a sport?
No,
It's the same fucking thing.
that's a TV show.
Okay, televised.
So
That is a
you
cheer
really want to go there?
No,
Just because it's on
that's a
TV?
TV show. Now, if you went to the dance circuit, then yes, that would be considered a sport because there is a professional dance sport.
Is there defense?
But
Is there defense?
so that is considered a sport. I actually saw it the other night on ESPNU.
I disagree.
All right, so is gymnastics a sport?
No.
We just watched Simone Biles. Is
No.
gymnastics a sport?
No.
No.
A lot of talent there. a lot
A
of
lot of
talent.
talent, a lot of athletic ability.
That's right.
But no, there's no
It's
defense.
not a sport.
That is a sport.
No.
Gymnasts are athletes.
They are.
Yes, they
We're
are.
not arguing that.
All athletes are not in all sport.
There you
or
go.
in all things that are
Right.
called sports.
Just because you're an athlete doesn't mean you play a sport.
But all sports take athletes.
Take athletes.
All right, so I just want to be clear on something. By the way, this is not my views.
This is Arthur Carrington,
There you go.
and I agree with everything that I say.
Now, and I approve this message.
Damn it, man.
Yes, I'll stick by my
So
words.
basically, there are no sports that don't have defense.
Exactly.
Are we clear now?
No, we're not clear. Because track is a sport.
No.
Track is the best sport.
No. No.
Track is a sport.
No. Where's the defense?
You gotta run faster than the other dude.
They're all competing against the clock. They're not competing against each other.
Yep. Actually, technically, we are.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are.
If you and the guy, you and one and a racer cross the finish line at the same time, they're going to the official clock time. Doesn't matter what the visual is.
Yep.
You're competing against the clock. It's a time.
Is baseball a sport?
Yes.
Yes.
There's defense.
There's defense.
I thought we went over this.
Yes.
Of course
So
it
is
is.
cricket a sport?
Cricket?
Yeah.
That's
There's defense. So by their definition, yes, cricket would be a sport.
There is defense.
Is that the hitting the ball through the little thing with the jigs?
Yeah, and they had the little flat bats and they played like Indian.
Croquet?
No, physical defense, because you can block in pool too, and pool is definitely not a sport.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that. Pool is an activity. Like poker, that's an activity.
Yes.
But to me, anything physical that you have to exert physical energy and be better than the other person is a sport.
I disagree.
Beautiful.
I got you.
Sports need
Because
defense.
like the gymnastics
So
people.
sex is a sport.
It can be.
I mean, if you want to win the gold medal, yeah.
It can be.
I played defense too on that one. She tried to get to a hole that I not
God damn it!
Here we go.
No, you cannot put your finger there.
Hey, engineer. Put the disclaimer on this one. Put it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, go ahead and put that parental advisory disclaimer on there.
God damn it. Why you gonna make more work for me, man?
I'm just
Yeah. I mean, but
yeah.
that can be a sport.
There's definitely defense sometimes.
Yeah. And sometimes you're definitely working. You're exerting.
And somebody's trying to finish first. I win.
Oh
We have gone completely off the rails.
What's new?
Yeah. We've gone completely off the rails.
All right, this is just this is Brews and Booze. We're just cutting loose right now. That's
Yeah. We're quarantined, so this is what you get.
all. But I believe everything I say.
So yeah. But yeah, we'll be back shortly, I guess.
Okay. All right.
With one more segment.
One more segment.
Quarantine life. Yeah, we'll be back.
Hashtag quarantine life. Ooh, what a rush! We are back with Brews and Views. We are feeling it right now. We're all a little tipsy. Clip's got second, third helpings of vodka or gin or whatever the hell
Gin
it is.
and juice.
Gin and juice. JK's on his second or third cup of
Actually, it's
big cup, fourth, fifth helping of beer.
Yeah.
I've drank 10% alcohol in my beer, and we are feeling it right now, which is why we're going to talk about our wrestling. I don't know what I don't know what the correlation has, but
I don't know.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because at some point in time, especially if you're our age, you were a wrestling fan, and it's still going on. I check it in from time to time. I'm not a big fan right now, but I still check in from time to time. Like I like this guy here. Who's this
Brian?
Y'all can't see.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
I can't
Yes!
You can't see it, but he's-
Yes! Yes! And am I doing it right?
Yeah, man. You got it, man. You got it, dog.
The video will be here next time. You'll see what I'm doing. But I like that shit. But we come from a time back when wrestling was before you knew it was really fake. You didn't know it was sports entertainment then.
Yeah.
when we came in. It was that kayfabe thing going on, where if you don't know what kayfabe is, it's like the mixture of making it seem like it's fake, but it's real. Scripted. Yeah. And now it's a little different. You know it's scripted, but it's still good. It's like watching a fucking soap opera. I fucking love soap opera.
They focus more on entertainment.
It's more the entertainment and less the wrestling. Where we came on it is when we grew up, it was the wrestling, and it transitioned to the entertainment part of it.
Yeah.
So that was the kayfabe part of it. You didn't know whether it was real or scripted. But they're out there doing a good job. There was lulls in the scripts, bad writing from time to time, bad wrestling from time to time. But wrestling is definitely a sport.
Evidently essential.
And according to the Florida State of Florida, it's essential activity.
They also open their beaches up, so I don't know.
They just like Corona. I'm sorry. they like lab created viruses.
I mean, let them have it.
Let them have it.
Let them have hurricane about to wipe.
If we lose that state,
anyway.
so what?
Yeah, that'd be gone soon.
Oh my God!
You could
Nobody
theoretically,
here listens from Florida.
theoretically, you could just chop that shit off and then float out and then be part of Cuba.
Damn it!
I mean, it already is.
But all right. Anyways, we're talking about a little wrestling right here. I remember because I was born in '78, Cliff '79, JK '78. We had come from the time when wrestling was it's been around for a long time before us.
Yeah.
And it was actually looked a little more real. And back then, you really didn't know that it was entertainment. We came along in a time where it transitioned to the part where, yes, it was still wrestling, but you kind of, if you were paying attention, if you were older than us, you would have known it was more entertainment than anything. But we want to talk about. Actually, I want to say, well, who was your favorite wrestler back in the day, Cliff?
Back in the day,
When we first started watching, before Round when the cartoon came out, the Hulk Hogan and his.
I mean, well, that's easy. I mean, it was Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
That's everybody.
No, it wasn't mine.
Really?
No, I loved Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Eat your vitamins, say your prayers. But I was a Macho Man, Randy Savage type of guy.
Okay.
The twirl thing he did, that shit. But
and the Slim Jim commercial.
And Slim. Oh, step into the Slim Jim. That was my shit. But we know our favorites. But I really wanted to talk about who is the Mount Rushmore. Who is your Mount Rushmore of wrestling? What's the problem? Well,
My Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
Yes. And now these are also not your favorite wrestlers, but I'm guessing like the pioneers of.
Well, no. Go ahead and do your favorite.
Do your favorite?
Yeah, because you say pioneers.
We don't
all
know
our lists probably
pioneers.
gonna be the same anyway.
Paul Orndorff.
There you go. Right. So go with your personal
my
favorite.
favorite.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan,
Okay.
Stone Cold, Steve Austin, The Rock, and of course the Nature Boy.
Woo!
Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And if Ric Flair is not on anybody's list, something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
You don't get it.
He is the pioneer of flamboyancy. I guess if that's a word.
It is, but he knows how to entertain. He knows how to work the crowd.
He is the pioneer of the entertainment part of wrestling entertainment, of sports entertainment. Ric Flair is that guy, and he did it all the way up until a few years ago. Spitting on the microphone and all that shit. Yeah. Ric Flair.
Kiss stealing.
Yeah.
Wheeling and dealing. Son of a gun.
Motherfucker walking in the ring with a boa. That should tell you a lot right there. But
You're the only person I've seen in a sequin robe and still look cool.
Sequence robe and a boa.
That was straight.
And it was straight.
Yes. And the theme music, dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. He came in with his guys who well, Ric Flair was that guy, but he also had his three horsemen, which was four horsemen behind him that made him, backed him up and everything. It was a great gimmick. It was one of the best shits I've ever seen.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. That was a damn good list you got there, JK.
Thank you.
I actually like it. I'm trying to figure. I was a big fan of The Undertaker as well, but I don't know which one of the ones to take off his list to put The Undertaker in, so I'm just going to have to expand mine to 5. So, I mean, I got to go, yeah.
So the Undertaker and
Undertaker,
to Hulkster,
the
Ric
Hulkster,
Flair,
Stone Cold,
and
The Rock.
and The
The
Rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
Look, The Rock.
The Rock says.
Well, first of all, the Stone Cold added this grittiness to it, I guess.
Yeah.
The I don't give a fuck type of thing. Drinking beer in the crowd. But The Rock, man.
Well, the thing with Stone Cold, at some point, everyone who's held a job has, at some point, wanted to whip their boss's ass.
Not true.
And that was the relation with Stone Cold. The main one. That and the drinking the beer. And,
But the drinking the beer, but that shit he would do where he would stun you and then he would get on his forehead and he'd do this shit right here. That's,
Or the jump where he would give you the 2 fingers first.
well, when you whip ass, you talk shit.
yeah.
That's what it was.
Stone Cold that's the Attitude Era.
That was the attitude era.
Yeah, Stone Cold was, and by all accounts, is just a great dude. Because I listen to his he has a podcast. I'm not plugging it, but his shit is pretty good. And he gets. There's not one person that I've seen in interviews that says that dislikes Stone Cold. That lets you know the type of person he was, and the type of wrestler he was. My personal, the Hulkster. I mean, there's a fucking cartoon after him.
Yeah.
And he's fighting against.
I mean, he was the guy when we grew up. Growing up.
Man, he was
you gotta
battling.
have him on the list.
He was I'm a real American fighting for rights of every man. He's fighting against the Iron Sheik, who wasn't really Iranian or whatever, but Nikita Koloff.
Iron Sheik's another good social media follow. Another good one.
I follow Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik is great.
I don't follow him. I don't follow
excellent
him.
follow.
Get on Iron Sheik. But and they fought the Rowdy Pipers and all that shit.
Yeah.
But
R.I.P.
But I'm gonna give you Hulk Hogan. I love Stone Cold. Stone Cold is me. Like, he says what the fuck he wants. He drinks what the fuck he wants. I am Stone Cold Steve Austin if I was a wrestler. Shawn Michaels, who's one of
That's a good one.
who actually that might be the first time I've ever seen confrontation. Like, I mean, Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, they did their thing, but it wasn't as big as Shawn Michaels smacking Marty Jannetty on the interview was
The barbershop.
the barbershop.
Yeah, we old as shit.
Oh my god! But even that, after that, his on screen persona and actually his skill in the ring, I put Shawn Michaels up there, and so Hulk, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, and just The Rock is just. I mean, you can't. The Rock is just that dude, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just that dude.
Especially on that wrestling when he get the mic and get the
Man, the shit he says.
Even now, when he comes back, like he's a master with it.
His wordplay is and Stone Cold. Actually, it's like 1A or 1A, 1 and 1A.
They were just around the same time.
But oh my god. So yeah, Stone Cold, Rock, Shawn Michaels, and who else to say? I'm pretty drunk right now.
Oh no, you got 5 like me.
Ric Flair.
What's the 4 and then the Hulkster?
Woo!
You got 5 like me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Josh, go ahead and pick a 5th one, man.
A 5th one?
We both did.
Okay. After that, let's see. I had the 4. The 5th one for me. Whew, that's tough. Because I love those 4. I do. I love those 4. Oh, talked about it off camera. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a huge.
Every kid at some point did that move.
Yeah, and not a
Got your behind toe up by your parents.
Not the big main event guy, but he could wrestle.
He was a character,
He was-
and he could wrestle.
He could wrestle. Yeah. You know.
Yours. Get it?
Oh yeah.
He's
Good. The young. So first of all, we're hearing from Jay Sean, who is King Tom Beats.
Yeah.
Check him out. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. He's a young guy. He's 17.
Yep, about to turn 18
About to turn 18.
in a couple weeks.
He's an avid wrestling fan right now. So who's your guys?
You can take 5.
Yeah, top 5, man.
Number 1, Edge. That's
Edge he's like old now, isn't he?
But he's a huge Edge fan.
Oh,
He's wrestling now. He's
I like Edge.
Yeah, I like Edge.
I like Edge.
We were talking off camera. I like Edge. You know, just
shoot, I don't think y'all would know some of these.
Oh no, I will.
Finn Balor's one of them. I do love Finn
I don't know
Balor.
that. That is. Don't know.
Interesting.
Seth Rollins, not the heel Seth Rollins.
I've seen some Seth Rollins. He has a good persona.
Seth Rollins is probably one of them.
I mean, he's good. He's a good one.
What else? Shoot, if I had to go back, it would be Daniel Bryan. Yeah, Daniel Bryan, because he reminds me of me.
Y'all can't see it, but Art's doing the gesture again.
Daniel Bryan.
That shit is awesome.
The awesome part is he's got everybody in the crowd doing that.
That shit is awesome.
Daniel Bryan's one of my favorites because he's a little guy and he kicks people's ass.
That's what I'm saying. If I come back and I start watching full time, this is my guy.
What was that, 4?
That's 4.
That's 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the women.
No.
I don't know because it's a debate between Bailey or Sasha Banks.
Who's Ric Flair's daughter? No, not her.
Charlotte. I don't like her. Fuck her.
She looks like Ric
Damn.
Flair.
Wow.
Damn.
Tell us how you really feel.
Some strong feelings there, man.
After she beat Rhea Ripley, fuck her.
Alright, damn.
All right.
Chill out.
Man.
Damn.
Because she shouldn't have won it. I'm not going into that.
Alright. I was a little upset behind it.
Bailey.
Yeah.
I've seen Bailey, and Artie likes.
Those are my 5.
Artie
Gotcha.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the time.
Everybody got their 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Artie likes.
Artie likes.
question any of that.
That's his. Pretty good.
Got a nice ass too. Yeah.
Thank you.
You ain't have to be blunt.
Yeah.
But am I wrong though?
You watch wrestling?
Yeah. Me? Alright, bet.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, top 5. So number one, I gotta go with my boy Stone Cold. Yes. Stone
Yes.
Cold.
Yeah.
Stone Cold was a GOAT.
Yeah.
Number 2, The Rock.
Mhm.
Number 3, Undertaker.
Oh, honorable mention for my list, Undertaker.
Yeah, he got an old soul over there.
I was scared of him when it first came out, but yeah.
We all were.
Yeah.
It's backwards because music. I got an old soul.
Number 4 is definitely Kane.
Ooh, Kane.
The brother of the Undertaker.
Who's isn't he a mayor or a governor or something?
He's a mayor,
Mayor.
Knoxville County.
Knox County, Tennessee.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mayor.
What?
Yep.
And number 5?
Yeah.
Number 5 is John Cena. Gotta give it to him.
The rapping
Doctor of
Let me tell
Thugonomics.
you something about
Doctor of Thugonomics.
I was not a big fan of his, when he was really wrestling in his prime, but he's really a candidate for the Mount Rushmore when you look at what he did. Even though I wasn't a fan of his.
You know what I like about John Cena is he kept working to find what worked for him.
Right.
Well, he was the guy that they kept going to, like when the rest of them couldn't cut it, or they just kept putting the belt on him because they knew he could.
Because Brock Lesnar decided to quit because he didn't want no more, so they needed somebody to carry the mantle. And I mean, you could always give it to Triple H, but you need something else.
You need something. And Cena, and he was good at what he did. I wasn't a fan, but he's good
The
at it.
motherfucker wore his hat like this. He had a chain around his neck with a lock on it, and he rapped. At that time, at the early 2000s or mid 2000s, and that's actually, it mirrored with what hip hop was doing, because 50 and all that shit started to go mainstream.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, the hip hop we listened to and everything like that, but hip hop went mainstream, and John Cena took it there. Eminem, John Cena, 50. He did this thing.
You know, he put out a hip hop album. Too.
I don't want to.
We don't want to count that.
He really did it.
He did it.
We don't count that.
Like,
What,
man.
but what was special, what was surprising to me is that
It was
he didn't write a lot of his shit down. He would go out there and just start fucking rhyming.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Well, that's part of wrestling. You got to be able to go on the mic.
Yeah.
And he could.
Yeah.
Because he was about to be out before because he used to wear tight shorts and stuff like that. And he said, you know what?
Prototype.
I'm going to change to the jorts.
To the joints.
Prototype.
The George.
John Cena said, look, for me to stay around, I got to put some jorts on.
Yeah.
Which apparently people don't like for some reason. I wear jorts all the time.
Me too.
Why don't people like
The
them?
joints
I don't know.
and at first the pinstripe baseball shirts that we used to rock.
Yeah.
You know.
John Cena.
The White Sox shirt.
Oh, my God. Oh, White Sox.
The White Sox shirt with the jorts.
The starter shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
God.
Yeah, we telling our age.
Y'all niggas old as shit, man. Oh, man. Oh.
Alright, so staying on the wrestling,
Yeah.
best group of wrestlers, like
You want
Personal or
you
best?
want a tag team or you want just like the group?
the group like Four Horsemen,
Well, they're number one. I think they're going to be everybody's number one.
DX, the
No,
See,
that would be my number one.
Really? Oh, the young guy.
Mine
Okay,
is-
fair enough. Fair enough.
I will go first.
okay.
But I just Four Horsemen because Ric Flair did all the talking, and Scott Steiner, Lex Luger, and Rick Steiner, they did all the ass whooping, and it wasn't a lot of talk. They left that to Ric Flair, but that will always be my number one group. But
There's two versions of the Four Horsemen, and
I'm talking with
And they were both ass kickers.
that's what I was going to say. The first one was Ole and Arn Anderson,
Ole and Arn Anderson, yeah.
Tully,
Tully Blanchard.
Tully Blanchard, and then Benoit came later.
Benoit,
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like the Steiners part just because I don't know Scott Steiner.
No, not the Steiners.
Yeah, he was in.
they were in it for a minute.
They were after Ole Anderson and
The Steiners?
Yes, they were. Yeah,
You telling me something?
yeah,
Yeah, because I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember that one.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But
Go for it.
my actually as far as entertaining the most, watch DX with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and then
Badass Billy Guns.
Billy Gunn. Yeah, and the way they were,
China.
because there's nobody else that introduced themselves.
Yeah.
There's just to introduce yourself and to come down and have the whole crowd telling people to suck it.
Yeah.
Was the greatest entertainment I've ever seen in my life.
And
The cross chop.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Other than I rooted against them, but watching the NWO and WCW was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with DX.
You going DX?
I'm gonna go with DX.
I'm gonna go. I'm with you with the Horseman number one.
Yeah.
I'm going NWO number two. Because that lineup right there they literally kicked Vince McMahon's ass in the ratings for like a year and change or.
It was about 2. It was about.
Give or take.
It was about 2 years. Yeah.
And man, that was just a crazy story. This before they broke off and did that other shit, but just the straight up NWO.
The way they did it, it was phenomenal writing because you just had regular WCW wrestling, and then all of a sudden you'd see Kevin Nash and Scott Hall come out the crowd, and then Hulk Hogan would finally come, and then all of a sudden you didn't know, but who was the GM who they also brought? Bischoff. Like Bischoff would be commentating, and you didn't know he was a part of it, and all of a sudden he just jumped up in the ring with him, and he was the whole architect of the
So
shit.
when they came together, it was just like 30 of them.
30 of them, and they whoop ass and then make you join.
That was it.
Yeah,
That was it.
That shit was great.
And then I don't know, just to go with the top three, I guess I'll go DX.
DX.
Number three.
Man.
They were extremely entertaining.
Yeah.
Look, they. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And to be honest, in terms of entertainment, I guess the NWO would be number one, but it's just the great respect that I have for the Horsemen. That's why they're going number one.
The Horsemen is the greatest crew ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever version of it
Yeah.
you want it to be, they're the greatest crew ever.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Yeah. I got Horseman, then DX. Then probably, NWO. But yeah, so we got the same three. Jay Sean?
Alright, DX, Too Cool, Scotty Too Heidi, Rikishi, and sex ed, yeah.
He said too cool. I just remember Rikishi, his finishing move was to put his ass in your face.
The nigga wore a thong.
And put his ass in your face.
He wore a thong.
Can I get to my number 3?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm such an edgehead.
His ass cheeks were hanging out.
I say the Brood.
The Brood?
Yeah.
Well, who's the Brood? What's the Brood?
The vampires.
Yeah, they were vampires.
What?
That was how Edge got introduced to the
Yeah.
to the crowd.
Well, no, I watched
It was
Edge before I stopped.
Gangrel, Edge, and Christian
Yeah.
when they first it was.
Okay.
I mean, when they poured blood on everybody and it was disappeared.
I wasn't watching them.
Yeah, you weren't in it.
Don't worry about
Yeah, you weren't in it then.
Okay.
And your last one.
Oh, alright, there's 2.
Yeah.
We're doing 4, 5.
You can do 3.
I couldn't get it up.
Domination Nation.
We are the nation.
They were good.
They were good.
They were excellent. They just couldn't crack
I
my
said
top
DX
three.
number
But
1.
they were
Too
excellent.
Cool.
Okay, well then you got 3. You said DX. I didn't hear that one.
DX.
DX, Too Cool, and who?
And the Brood.
And the Brew. Alright, hey.
Alright.
You like what you like. You like what you like.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the
You
Brood,
got it?
the Brood kicked all kind of ass.
You in this?
Oh, 5 or 3.
You got a favorite group?
Alright, so obviously number 1 is DX.
Okay.
And then number 2 is I guess Domination Nation. Yeah.
We are the nation.
Yeah.
A domination.
And then number 3 is NWO, clearly.
Gotcha.
Then they split with the Wolfpack.
Yeah.
And that shit was going.
Yeah,
That's why they went out of business.
Well, the Wolfpack was alright, but it was crazy to see Sting.
Well, because
Wolfpack.
they were both vying for him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then all of a sudden he picked the Wolfpack, and that shit was great.
They had some hard theme music though.
Yeah, they did.
I just don't understand, like, so, WCW went bankrupt, and WWE bought that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why didn't the NWO translate? Because all they brought over was Hulk, Nash, and
No, they brought them all over.
but at first,
Yeah.
They just didn't make them big because Vince wasn't about to make Eric Bischoff's ideas be big in his company.
so was Ego,
Yeah,
Clearly.
Eagle.
because that shit would have hit hard.
It really
Yeah, it
was.
would've.
Like he brought the NWO, and me personally, I felt like he ended it before he should have.
He should have.
It could have been a lot bigger
'Cause
in his company.
There was one scene I saw where it's Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, and Razor Ramon. They backstage and they bump into The Rock.
Yeah.
And also the Stone Cold one where they offer Stone Cold a 6-pack of beer.
They all wound up. That was around WrestleMania 18.
Yeah, and I think they could have did better with that.
they could have.
They could have.
God.
Yes, they could
They
have.
could have, but the ego.
Yeah.
That wasn't Vince's
Vince-
idea. It wasn't his creation, and he wasn't gonna let it get that much shine.
And that's the lesson that you should learn is don't let your ego and your pride get
Yeah.
in the way of your
Yeah.
growth.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you can be prideful of who you are and what you built, but if there's a better idea or something, build on that.
Exactly.
And let your guard down. You know what? This is better. Let's build on that together.
While I actually agree with that, I mean he owned the shit, and he's not exactly hurting right about
Well,
that.
he's not hurting.
So
He did lose some money on XFL
so
this year.
yeah,
Yeah, he did.
But in terms of the wrestling, I can't really say
Well,
he made the
he-
wrong choice.
No, but
He lost a little bit.
It
on
could have
that
been
this year.
better.
It could have been better.
It could have been
It
better.
could have been better.
When you don't have no fans, you don't get no ticket revenue. You lost a little bit of that too.
Well, just like with major pro sports, most of the revenue now isn't coming from the gates, it's coming from
TV.
TV contracts. So I get that.
Yeah, that ESPN contract on NFL is fucking ridiculous.
Yes. So I get it.
NFL is king in America. That's a whole nother topic.
Man, so much money's about to be lost, man. Oh my god.
No, it ain't, because ESPN's still about to televise them NBA games when they
With
get
no
that started.
fans?
With no fans. They gonna get it.
Trust me, you're gonna have an NFL season.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't. So you just can't toss away $11 billion. You have to make at least $5 billion.
They not gonna get for $11 billion. They'll risk some people getting sick.
Damn right. They will.
I'm just saying. I won't go to a game,
It is the big,
but I'm not gonna lie.
as far
I'll
as
probably turn it on TV.
Ain't no problem. I'm going to watch it on TV.
as far as sports entertainment, the NFL is the biggest industry in America.
Clearly.
It's not even close.
Literally.
So I'd like to see how it's gonna. They're gonna have the draft. They're gonna do it remotely.
Lord, I hope my skins don't fuck that up. But anyways, I'm
Tell you what,
digressing.
CBS missed out on a whole lot with the NCAA tournament.
Oh man,
They missed a shitload.
As
of
far as
money with that.
watchable ability, college sports needs fans more than pro sports needs
I was
fans.
listening to, it's funny you say that, was it Paul Feinbaum this week? I think he said with college football, 75% of their revenue comes from ticket sales and whatnot.
75%.
I think he said 75%, and then with the pros, it was either, forgive me, it was either 7 or 17% comes from the gate. Like it's from
Yeah, because most comes from advertising.
right.
It comes from
the TVs,
TVs,
right?
uniforms,
But
and all.
with the colleges, 75%.
Yeah, the NFL will be all right. College sports
college,
is
yeah.
going to take a hit.
And not just football, like all college. There's a lot of these schools, the football program funds the entire athletic department.
Yes, it does.
if you was a senior this year though, and your whole
Still
senior
fucking
season got
suck.
canceled,
That sucks.
should the NCAA grant you a waiver to play again one more year? That's a whole. That's a whole nother.
Well, the
episode.
short answer is, but the short answer is they should, but it also it hurts the people coming out of high school and the people move. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
But with so many one and dones and whatnot, like
In basketball,
you can make it work. You can make it work.
college basketball is no problem.
Well, even college football, like you talk
Right.
about these schools that get these top recruiting classes, you can make it work. I mean, these top coaches, they could make it work.
You have to allow more scholarships.
Well, I mean, I think the NCAA should grant that. If you're going to let these kids come back, you can grant the scholarship. You can waive whatever your limit is on scholarships
Yes,
for 1 year.
You at least
You
for
can do
one,
it for
you
1
have
year.
to, because they allow so many scholarships.
Yeah.
You have to allow more.
Which, you're right, that is another episode.
Yeah, because
Because I got issues with the NCAA.
We
too.
all do.
So,
We
yeah,
all,
that's another
a whole
episode.
nother
Yeah,
episode.
Devils.
I'm with you.
That
I'm
is
with you.
modern day slavery.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Devils. But yeah,
Yeah.
this has been Brews and Views. I think we might have rambled on for this last episode, but
It happens.
we're drunk. That's how it usually goes.
yeah.
That's good.
Um,
That makes
It
one
happens.
good episode.
you
Yeah.
did a good episode.
We hope y'all enjoyed as much as we did making it.
Like I said, if you made it to this part of it, check in next week. We're gonna have some video.
Yeah. And thank you.
We're gonna be in, and we're gonna video. You can see us live, and sometimes we'll do some
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
We'll do some live streaming at some point. So just
That's
keep
right.
checking us out. Brews and Views. Hit us up in the comments section.
Yes.
Let us know if you want us to talk about something, because I'll talk about any motherfucking thing.
Yeah,
want
if you
to talk
got a topic you want us to discuss,
about. I'll address it.
we got it.
We'll address it. We'll do it.
You got something, Jay?
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
we close this out?
Let me get my Howard Finkel voice. Ladies and gentlemen,
cut it out.
we have just set a record for the longest segment ever.
That was our longest segment?
Yeah, it was.
No. Okay, cool.
R.I.P. Howard Finkel.
Yeah.
Ray Finkel.
You will be missed.
Finkel.
Ray Finkel.
Not Ray Finkel.
Finkel and Ironwood.
Oh,
Finkel and Ironwood.
Finkel and Ironwood.
Oh, God. Wrap it
You
up.
know about Ray Finkel.
Wrap that shit up.
You gotta wrap that shit up, man.
Alright, we'll see.
All right.
This is Brews and Views. We'll see.
We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Grab the King Tom Beach.
Peace.